Oh no, yeah, I'm recording it. Hold on. All right, let me make sure I can. Damn, why the fuck my back started hurting like that? Let me make sure I can that the sound is on. All right, let's see what's going on. All right, my name is Ari, the Healing Empress, aka the Fly Goddess. All right, and real quick, we're going to see what's going on in this energy. These cards is throwing themselves everywhere tonight. I don't know what the fuck going on with that shit. And I know that shit happening with all the damn readers. Like they cars just flying all over the fucking place. All right. The energy is very high. All right. A previous lover. Something about previous lover. All right. Blessing here. All right. Ancestors are ready to bless you. So the ancestors are ready to bless something when it comes to your situation. All right. All right. Fairies is here. I'm here. Mythical creatures. Greece is here. Greece could be significant. All right, something about Greece. There's a tower moment that's getting ready to happen. There's a new beginning that's getting ready to start, like unexpectedly. Somebody stole something or somebody took something. Inheritance. I'm telling you, it's money here. Somebody hates when they hurt you. There's an aunt here. Burger, God is the truth. God definitely is the truth. God is definitely the truth. All right, justice is here. I'm live on TikTok and YouTube. All right, somebody betrayed you. All right, somebody betrayed you. There's a gift that was for you. It's a gift that's for you. There's a baby mother doing some sort of spell work on a masculine. All right, something is coming to you. Something, passing of wisdom sound. Somebody's getting ready to tell you something. All right, Leo, Virgo could be significant. All right, it's some sort of rebirth getting ready to happen. Making the right decision, relocation. All right, moving to a new home. You're definitely moving to a new home. There's some legal issues that's coming to the surface. All right, finding out everything. There's a message coming in for change. All right, so it's something that's getting ready to happen. Somebody finding out something about some children. All right, attorney is here. And Hierophant. Somebody getting a divorce easily. All right, there's a divorce that's being had easily. All right, unexpected loss gain because you're getting ready to gain something. Stability is here. All right, fraud working. Fraud working. And also, well, I'll text you that. Cause I'll tell you later. And I have to what's going on? Be careful of what I say, but I'll tell you about that. Right. Oh, I wasn't talking to you, cute little fan. If you are wanting to book a read, all right, readings are available. All right, full moon. This is the last day or last night for the full moon reads. If you're wanting a full moon read or on the spot read, let me know. All right, leaving. It's a whole bunch of shit going on. It's like all of a sudden, what's going on, Jazzy? It's like all of a sudden, it's a bunch of stuff going on. But it's like it was going on in the background. But it's like, you know how, like, once something happens, then something triggers something else to happen, like a domino effect. All right, Cancer and Leo is significant. All right, new beginnings, opportunity disguised as a treat. It's like something had to be said that's pushing, but it's going to change the directory. And I'm telling you, this is probably why the energy is going to be different. Remember what I told you before, all right, how something was going to change, all right, making the right decision. Watch. But it's just going, I feel like it's on different terms. I feel like it's on different terms, but it's still a choice. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's almost as if something wasn't working and you saying, well, if you won't stay with me, then you gotta do this, and that, because I'm not putting up with this, and this, and that. And basically what I say goes, because we done did it your way for a long time type of energy. All right, so it's like motherfuckers gotta make sacrifices type shit, but it's still an option for you. It doesn't mean that you have to go along with it. All right, it doesn't mean that you have to agree to it. All right, you're making the right decision for self. All right, love language is spending money and buying unexpected gifts. All right, yes, you were right. Especially, I mean, you can open up what you wanted to open up and let them work for you. You know what I'm saying? And if I just feel like you're going to be the one that's going to open up an opportunity for your kids, you know what I'm saying? When it comes to opening up a business, but it's yours and everybody works for you type of energy. All right. Um, that's what I'm feeling. All right. Something new is getting ready to happen. All right. And now when it has a baby come out, it makes me think about a business. A business is considered your baby. All right. Somebody getting caught up with fraud. Somebody who got a baby. My mom and got me and shit. She did. Whole time you leaving, Chef. What the hell? That's funny. They gonna be mad when they do shit and they see that you finna leave. All right, you got some sort of vacation coming in. All right, if you are interested in a on the spot read, all right. It is a special going on right now. All right, if you want to on the spot read, and today is the last of the full moon reads. All right, so full moon reads are $20. All right, but if you are wanting a on the spot read, those are 15. So if you want an on the spot read and a 30-minute full moon read, it's $20. All right, it's $20. All right, let's see here. All right, righting their wrongs. Somebody is righting their wrongs. Your birthday is in 6 months. I mean 6 days. All right, somebody is righting their wrongs when it comes to you. Somebody is tired of waiting. All right, so this person, I'm telling you, you're gonna try to walk. This person is not going to give up a fight, especially if they really let what was said. You know what I'm saying? If they really heard it, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna make them want to move differently. All right. You will be able to handle all of your bills with no help. I mean, because if it's a situation to where you got something big, I got something big, I don't need you, you don't need me. that's like, I'm telling you, one motherfucker's gonna want to throw all types of offers on the table, and you're gonna be like, "Where the fuck was these offers at?" Before. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, oh yes, I'm booking a hotel for myself and my time and my birthday. I know that's right. So yeah, I don't blame you. Yeah, I don't blame you. I mean, shit, you done had too long. You know what I'm saying? I gave you out too long. You got comfortable. Bitch, don't get too comfortable. All right, buying you flowers. All right, somebody gonna try to do it all, but you been feeling like you been in jail. You know what I'm saying? Roommate type shit. All right. You could be getting ready to take yourself out. All right. If anybody is interested, this is the last night for full moon reads. All right. If you are interested, $20. It comes with a love read or a on the spot read. All right. It's your choice. All right, there's a new love cycle, and again, it's the love for yourself. All right, right. I wish it was too. Velen Doom. That's gonna speed up. All right, not letting you get away and trusting will. Somebody feel like they can buy this, but it's like, if I got my own, you can't buy shit. You understand what I'm saying? So, and that's what spirit is doing to most of for the divine feminines. All right, it's like, yeah, these masculines are leveling up when it comes to financial wise, but that shit don't work for divine feminine because the divine feminine got her own. So it's like you can't use that. That's not going to keep. All right, police is here. All right, so somebody could be going to jail. Tower moment. All right, attorney is getting called. Somebody could be going to jail. All right, Egypt. Banker, something about a bank account. All blockages have been removed. All right, doing something that you can't resist. Somebody is calling you that you don't want to talk to. All right, so somebody is calling you from the past. I mean, if you're not, if somebody calling you that you don't want to talk to, there's got to be somebody who you ain't talked to in a while. Probably somebody that you don't want to talk to too, because it seems like when you move forward, somebody always try to come around. All right, it's just a fucking annoyance. It's trying to be some sort of blockage. All right, power. It's some sort of power. I'm feeling like a transfer of power. A transfer of power. All right, if somebody wants a unlimited reading for 2 months for $40, all right, unlimited reads 2 months for $40. Exactly. Is that what somebody doing on your phone for real? I know you said that they do it. That's crazy. It's just interference. It's somebody who can't be in your energy. That's all they can do is play. But what the fuck would be the purpose of that? It's like, that's crazy. All right, unlimited reads for 2 months for $40. All right. So to the end of May. To the end of May. All right, for $40. I would give him a read to the T. He gonna be sick of my ass. He gonna be sick of me, but he need it, and I'll read it. Because it's obviously some shit that he don't know about when it comes to another side of the family that ain't got nothing to do with you. You know what? It just made me think about something. You know, that sibling's partner be coming out, but instead of sibling's partner, is partner siblings. You know what I'm saying? And I think, do you get along with them people? Because I feel like it's a jealousy there. I feel like it's a jealousy there. Because it's like, why would it be such a disconnect? You know what I'm saying? Most of the time when siblings when it be a disconnect there, you know, fuck with them. Okay, so most of the times when it be a disconnect, it be a underlying like jealousy, envious, and you don't need a motherfucker for shit. You see, you understand the difference? So if there is any relationships, they looking at y'all they looking at your relationship, but bitch, don't compare your relationship to this shit over here. You know what I'm saying? No, you shouldn't be comparing your relationship to nobody relationship, but at the same time, they see y'all straight. You see what I'm saying? Even though you don't have what you really want to have, they still see you being straight, and they still see him being comfortable. You know what I'm saying? And the kid straight. So I'm telling you, it's some sort of hate somewhere. It's some hidden animosity somewhere, and I just feel like it's some bullshit behind it. Them damn siblings be a motherfucker. I guess God knew what he was doing when he only gave me one. I don't fuck with that bitch ass nigga. Like, that shit crazy as hell, cause I don't care what nobody say. When you got siblings, it's always one that just, why you like that type of shit. Alright, I'm gonna write it in my book. And I'm gonna do give me three. You said gave you three. And you know what's crazy? I wish that my mama had more, and then I'm thinking about that shit, bitch, I would be in jail. Cause I'd be body slamming hoes to a man, look here. So, I didn't even think about that. You know what I'm saying? Because the reading was separate, but you can separate the energy, but at the same time, it's like you can still put it together, and you can be like, well, why is it like that? And then ding, 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 spirit says it's like that because of this. All right, it's an animosity. Like, it's almost like It's almost like it's just jealousy, and that's that evil eye, and that shit. You know what I'm saying? That energy is flowing through him to you. You know what I'm saying? Or vice versa. Um, do we be and if he be around them, I don't know. Like people just weird. They ain't even got to be around you. Like it's something with the siblings. It's some borderline hatred. You know what I'm saying? And it'd be weird as fuck because it's I just he keep hearing jealousy, and it got something to do with the money. It got something to do with the money. All right, expectations is here. All right, court person. Good gentleman, good rich gentleman. I feel like he got something. Hey, love. You talking about big homie? You older than me. Good rich gentleman. Good rich gentleman. All right. Too short. If you know somebody who wants a full moon read, all right, they get a free on the spot read or a free love read, and then they get a 30-minute video. All right, for $20 if you know somebody. Tonight is the last night. Oh, why the fuck I keep dropping cards? Jalon. Yeah, I'm doing a little something. Receiving. All right, there's a gift coming. There's some sort of gift coming, and I'm telling you, it's like I really feel like somebody is throwing shit y'all way. I mean, I just really feel like that. I mean, you're gonna, of course, you want what you want, but I still have to tell you, like, what's going on behind the scenes. And it has to do with money. Like, you got your own type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Anything else would be fucking extra. Rich girl. Anything else would be extra. Let me get this damn card. Anything else would be fucking extra. Damn, I got cards all over the fucking place. Alright, somebody finna pass away. I keep saying this shit. Alright, somebody finna pass away. Or something has come to a complete end. Something has come to a complete halt. Cute little fan, can you please shut the fuck up? You annoying. You're being annoying. You straight spamming the hell out of the chat. And you're not talking about nothing that I'm talking about. You're a distraction. If you ain't getting no read or if you're not commenting on the read, then shut up, please. God damn. I ain't trying to be rude or nothing, but you are taking away from the read and the people who are talking in the chat about the read. All right, amen. I told my amen. I'm reading. Fuck. All right, bereavement and fortune. Something is getting ready. I'm telling you, something. Somebody passed away, and somebody left something. Somebody left something. All right, swiftness. Somebody was supposed to. Now I gotta block you because you're just a fucking weirdo, and don't nobody got time for your fucking weirdness. All right. Swiftness. All right. Fortune is here. What I told you, every time I do a fucking read, if somebody start interrupting your read on some goofy ass shit, you know it's a blessing coming for you, and it's distractions that trying to stop you from either hearing the message or relaying the message. Abundance is here. Somebody pissed the fuck off. All right, because you're listening to inner self. All right, you tell you something. Things happen for people see the truth through you. Just like, you know what I'm saying. You said you was wondering about that person. Girl, I heard him getting the fuck up out of here. Cause what the hell? Cause it sound like a damn child. Cause sure not too long ago. Fuck. All right. It just seems like somebody is blocking. You know how? Okay, so like somebody is blocking somebody else's path, but it's affecting you too. You know what I'm saying? Because you're in someone's path at the fucking moment. You know what I'm saying? So it's like shit, almost hitting you type success and love. All right, which is bringing a wedge, which is pushing the wedge in between. I'm just telling you what's going on. I mean, you still gotta deal with it because you still supposed to have enough inner strength to push through that shit. You understand what I'm saying? But I still gotta tell you. All right, so it's like that energy falling back on you. You know what I'm saying? If you can't clear it and understand that energy for yourself, then yes, I have to separate because your energy ain't everything that I work for your what you got going on is drowning out what the fuck I got going on and this outside energy. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to take care of yourself. You don't want to protect yourself spiritually and mentally and shit like that. So it leaves it easy for people to be able to do shit. So I never fully be like, oh, well, yeah, you know, you had spell work on you or somebody's throwing evil energy at you. It's okay. No, you got to be strong enough already, you know what I'm saying, for any attack, not just your family but just on the outside world. Because if you can't protect yourself from outside people, if you ain't following your discernment, if you're not paying attention to shit, bitch, how you gonna protect me? Because at that point, what do I need you for? You know what I'm saying? And it's vice versa. If somebody's doing something under the moon so that a new beginning, so that something is fucked up within a household, but still you have to be able to know this person. Every time I get around this person, something happens. All right, because we all grown. All right, and we all learn context clues in grade school. You know what I'm saying? So it should come normal to you. All right, youthful change. All right, and when you notice shit like this, just to bring a change. All right, because you should start acting accordingly. All right, and that shit was bleeding over into your life. All right, but when you consciously made a decision to break free of a certain way of life or a certain way of living or being or settling or being unfulfilled in any type of way, that's when changes started. All right, you would make motherfuckers want to do right. You know what I'm saying? But somebody's gonna feel like, can I get a full moon? Okay, so let me tell you how full moon reads work, but I would definitely do you one. Full moon readings are separate from full moons and new moon reads are separate when it comes to the unlimited, but I will do you one. All right, but they are separate, and that's only because you be supporting the fuck out of me. All right. But yeah, those separate. So if y'all are getting full moons, for full moon, what the fuck? What's up? I want to call it a new moon. It's so much new shit coming in. If you have unlimited, those are the only things that are not included because that's a different type of in-depth read. It's more so, it's very in-depth. It's not like a love. It is love and shit in there, but it's basically showing you where you came from since the last full moon cycle. All right. There's so many things that are being gutted out. Y'all, I was crying like a bitch last night. What did I cry today? I ain't cry today. But bitch, I was coloring and crying. I don't know. So I just feel like something is getting ready to be purged out. All right, something is purging itself out, and that's because something is coming in. All right, you have to make room for some shit that you ain't even know what's in there. That's why you like, damn, what the fuck wrong with me? When you don't feel like nothing is wrong with you, but at the same time, you're tired. All right, I be trying. Like it seems like every day, it's like you still going, but it's like, where the fuck am I getting this energy from? Where am I getting this energy from? All right, it's like you got it's like you got some sort of secret energy stash when you think you can't go no motherfucking more, and then all of a sudden you then look back and you then went another motherfucking week, and you're trying to figure out how the fuck. All right. Um, Something's getting ready to change. Something's getting ready to change. I really feel like you could get what you're getting in a real weird ass way. Somebody could feel like they owe you. And somebody can, okay. And somebody could give you something because they feel like they owe you. Because you cared enough to lead them in the right direction, if you understand what I'm saying. Look at this shit. You are leading somebody on a motherfucking journey. All right. So basically, you took somebody where they needed to go. All right. So these are the ones that turned over. Let's see. Pull another card. All right. So you done went from not knowing what the hell going on. Okay, love. You done went from I don't know what the hell going on to wanting to know about love to I want to build a business to bitch I'm loving on me. Fuck all that other shit to get money, ideas. You see how drastically your life can change? Come on now. Like that shit it's totally changed. It's totally changed. It's like you went boss ass. You said this is strong reading. You said ain't it a strong ass read? Like you can feel the energy. Like the energy, not saying that it was sad before, but when you first was getting readings, it was more so now even woe is me. You was just didn't know what to do type energy. But now, like, not only do you know what to do, but bitch, it's like you taking off running. You know what I'm saying? I'm so proud of y'all. You taking off running. All right, to a lightning, yeah. It's like, oh, look at this card. Because you said lost. I ain't want to say lost. But look, that motherfucker looking at himself like, man, I must have forgot who the fuck I was. And look at that. Something happened that made you realize who the fuck you was. Ooh, shit, bitch. Look. A balance between dark and light. Alright, you had to find a balance. You had to find a balance, alright? And so I'm going to read them cards. Alright, what is that? The Eight of Waters. I got cards all over the place. Alright, so the Eight of Waters. Alright, so the Eight of Waters talks about, this card says enough is enough. Ooh, bitch. Say what? Enough is enough. You're feeling disillusioned, alright? And it stinks, but you're ready to move on. Instead of focusing on what you're leaving behind, think about the new opportunities that lie ahead. If that motherfucking card, hey, hit that shit on the motherfucking head. Oh my God. Get my shit, get my ass on my own fucking journey. Around here finna fuck around and finna lose me. I ain't finna do that. I still got shit to do. I got shit to do. It's like you almost forgot about yourself for a second. Alright, just for a second. All right, unyielding darkness. All right, you were letting a negative impulse take control. All right, you were losing sight of what really matters. All right, we all have our temptations and a little indulgence. All right, it's okay. All right, this card warns you that something was going too far. All right, know your limits and let what you want to take control of what, and don't let what you want take control of you. All right, let what you need, what you know, what you need to do. All right, what you should be doing. All right, so don't let your temptation control yourself. All right, yeah, you know that, you learn that. All right, you also are not letting negative thoughts get to you. All right, you're using any type of negative, fumbling mumbling, ain't it? As a stepping stone. All right, three of lightning is here. Three of lightning. It seems like it's so much later than what the fuck it is. All right, three of lightning. No, two of lightning. All right, so two of lightning. All right, you've got a touch. Damn, what I'm talking about tough. What the fuck am I saying right now? All right, you got a choice to make. All right, and both options seem valuable. All right, you're polarized and can't decide. You've reached a stalemate. I said stalemate. Don't go to jail. So a compromise might be in order. I'm telling you, you finna get ready to compromise. So, somebody, I'm telling you, as much as you don't want to hear this, but I'm telling you, never gonna let you go. I'm saying Black Street, never gonna let you go. Somebody is saying you belong to me. And I'm just saying, somebody is going to feel like that. Somebody gets a certain type of money in their hand, they start feeling different. I don't know. You start helping somebody heal. I don't know. You went from needing help to directing help. You somebody. I'm just telling you what your ass gonna be faced with. The fuck? Look, we all gonna have motherfuckers that's gonna try to that's gonna try to go down that path with you. All right, they gonna try. They gonna try. All right, but the spirit is saying, look how far you've come. You went to not knowing which way to go to bringing somebody closer to God, bringing somebody closer to the truth. And not only that, bitch, you paid, look. You paying for this motherfucker to find out what he need to do, what he need to do, and what he need to know. I'm saying, you can lead the horse to the water. And that motherfucker gonna drink. And that motherfucker gonna be on your heels. I'm telling you. It hit different when somebody don't really see the worth in themselves, and you just want them to be better. It's okay. They gonna look at you differently. Nah, I just got to tell you. You told that shit. Fuck that. But you good because you care enough to even lead their ass in a certain way. Bitch, me, I didn't have that shit. I mean, I did it recently. You know what I'm saying? So, but everybody ain't keepable. You know what I'm saying? I done had to help some people I done had to get rid of too. All right, so yeah. And that is your full moon read. All right, so I'm gonna save it Is anybody on YouTube wanting a read? I'm going to disconnect and then I'm going to start it again so this video isn't long as fuck and it don't take long to upload. So if you are wanting to come back, click on it in like 2 minutes. All right, I'm going to start the next read in 2 minutes. So I'm going to end the video now, Chef.